Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. I honestly can't believe that my favorite month of the year, February, went by so quickly, and it's now already time to set up my bullet journal for March. So in today's video, we will be setting up my bullet journal for March 2025, and I swear if you're a cat and cafe lover, you're definitely going to love this theme. So yeah, without further ado, let's start planning. For this month, I decided to go with a cat cafe theme that is inspired by Notebook Therapy's adorable Tsuki Neko cafe collection. As a huge fan of both cats and cafes, I love visiting cat cafes where I can watch all the cute cats roaming around and of course, getting in some quality petting time. I especially love scratching behind their ears and watching them get all comfy and purr. So yeah, since I love cat cafes that much, I decided to dedicate my March bullet journal setup to a cat cafe theme. And for the cover page, I drew a cute ginger cat surrounded by delicious pastries in a little cafe. I started by coloring the whole cat with my acrylic markers, using a beige color for the body and adding some soft orange-brown spots on his head and body. After that, I outlined it with a darker brown, and I really love how cute this ginger cat turned out in the end. And as you can see here, I also used acrylic markers for the pastries too. There's a huge croissant in the middle, a baguette, and also a round bun. And it kind of looks like my little ginger cat is really excited to feast on all the delicious pastries. And yeah, later on I also added a pink awning over the top, which is something you can normally see at the outside of the cafe building. And for the title March, I thought of the idea of making it into a cafe signboard, like the ones with chalk writing for the daily cafe specials. So as you can see here, I just wrote the word March with a white marker onto the cafe signboard and surrounded the signboard with pretty vines and flowers, which I think really completes the look of a cafe. So yeah, I guess that's it for my cover page. It's really cute and I just can't wait to show you all the other spreads in this monthly setup. So moving forward, the page on the left is my monthly log, which gives an overview of the entire month. For this, I used the cafe signboard style for the title, and I'm really happy with how it looks. Below that, I got a calendar of March where I can jot down and keep track of important events for the month. And speaking of important events, here's my life update for March, which is I'll be heading to Japan again in the middle of March. I guess I've really fallen in love with Japan because this will be my second time visiting. And I'll be traveling to Tokyo, Osaka, and Kyoto with two of my friends, and we're aiming to catch a glimpse of the beautiful cherry blossoms. And I know that we're a bit early for the cherry blossoms, but I'm really hoping we'll catch a glimpse of them. And besides that, we're also super excited to go to the Disney Sea to experience the Rapunzel ride. And there's really so much more on our itinerary, and just talking about it makes me so excited, and I just really can't wait for March to arrive. And for March, I'll be shaking things up a bit with my trackers, so instead of sticking to the usual layout, I decided to get more creative with them. So for my mood tracker, I'm going with a pastry display shelf design with each pastry representing my mood for the day. I'll be using some super adorable cat themed pastry stickers to show how I'm feeling. There are 4 different types of cat pastry designs, each representing a different mood. The sad cat pastry is for when I'm feeling down, the meh cat pastry is for the meh days, the happy cat pastry is for the happy days, and the very happy cat pastry is for the really happy and unforgettable days. So each day, I'll pick the mood that best represents how I feel and add the corresponding cat pastry mood sticker to my pastry shelf. And by the end of the month, I'll have a pastry display filled with yummy and cute cat pastries. As for my habit tracker, I wrote the title on a standing cafe signboard like the kind you typically see outside a cafe. Next to the signboard, there's a table with the days of the month across the top and the habits that I want to track listed down on the side. The habits that I wanted to track for this month is taking my daily vitamins, doing my skincare, working out, which I've been neglecting for weeks, hydrating myself, flossing, and watering the plants. So yeah, This is how my mood and habit tracker looks like for March, and I'm really excited to track my mood and habits with them. And moving forward to the next two pages are my budget tracker and brain dump page. The left page is going to be my budget tracker and the right page is going to be my brain dump page. For my budget tracker, I want to keep it simple and yet functional. So I continue using the layout that I've been using all this while, which is a table with 4 columns. The first column represents the date, the second column represents the details, the third column has a plus sign which indicates income, and the fourth column has a minus sign which indicates expenses. And at the very bottom of the table, there's 2 additional boxes for me to write down the sum of both the income and expenses at the end of the month. And as for my brain dump page, I don't know why, but I was really in a creative mood when setting up my March bullet journal. Therefore, I spent quite a bit of time decorating this page as well, drawing a large cafe building with a pink awning, a wooden door, and 2 windows showing the interior of the cafe. For the windows, I drew the wooden frames first and then pasted the cute cat cafe washi tape from Notebook Therapy. And lastly, I just trimmed the excess with an X-Acto knife. Overall, it was honestly really fun creating this brain dump page, but however, I think the space for writing may be a bit limited for this month, but I'm just really happy with what I've created. Now, the last spread that I'm going to show you all today is my first weekly spread for the month. Instead of sticking with my usual weekly layout, which has started to feel a bit boring after using it for some time, I wanted something fresh and more motivating. So I decided to get creative with my weekly spread this month. So as you can see here, I drew an even larger cafe building than the one on my brain dump page. This time is a 3-story cafe with a large wooden door right in the middle, and each floor has 2 windows, showing what the cats are doing inside the cafe. And since there are 2 windows per floor, there are 6 sections for the days of the week. For the cafe windows, I used the cute cafe washi tape as seen in my brain dump page, and each window will show a different scene. There's a cat serving hot coffee, a cat enjoying a strawberry cake, a cat sipping on matcha, a cat arranging pastries, and a cat reading the cafe menu. And although this weekly spread took me a bit longer than usual to complete, I'm really happy with how it all came together. The extra time and effort were definitely worth it because not only does it look so cute, but it's also a layout that makes me excited to use it every day. And now, here's the final flip through of my bullet journal setup for March 2025. I'm really happy with how this cat cafe theme turned out. It feels really great to have stepped outside my usual comfort zone and gotten creative with it. The process of designing and decorating each page has been so much fun for me, and I'm just really proud of how everything came together. So yeah, if you enjoyed this month's setup too, please remember to like and subscribe and follow my Instagram at lootengstudio. Thank you so much for watching and wishing everyone a lovely month ahead.